Hello and welcome to Back to the Boardroom. I'm James.
And I'm Greer.
And we're here for the 20th season of The Apprentice and the third season for us. Are you excited?
Yes, so excited. 20th season of The Apprentice. I wonder how many of those I've actually watched, but I also can't believe we've been doing this for 3 years.
I know, it's time flies when you're having fun.
It does, and when there's plenty of material and people to laugh at.
Absolutely, and obviously a lot of analysis of certain secretaries.
So, as always, we'll be bringing you our take on the boardroom, what has happened, talking about whether the candidates that have been fired should have been, and basically just ripping apart the episode every week after the main episode on BBC One. And all of the predictions, all of our usual stuff, including the elevator pitch, which I have been dreading for the entire year, will be coming back. But
it all comes back too soon for that.
I know it does, but actually there are a few changes with The Apprentice and with us, but not too many, don't worry. But there are some new things actually coming up this year. The first one is a few new things relating to the boardroom itself, is that this season is going to be the first ever international boardroom. They're really spicing things up for the 20th season. And as always, they have some brilliant tasks lined up. I feel like there's a few more international ones than usual. They're going for corporate away days in Egypt, discount buying tasks in the Isle of Wight. Is the Isle of Wight international? I've gone with it as if it is. They're also doing live TV sales, which we love, environmentally conscious fashion, and creating a children's book. So lots coming up.
Has the budget been boosted for the 20th series?
I feel like it has completely. And something else that's brand new this year is if you love recapping The Apprentice, obviously you're going to watch the main show, then you're going to listen to us. But if you also want to watch that third wrap-up show that happens on the BBC as well, which is usually Tom Allen in You're Fired, that's going to be completely different this year as well. They love going through a rotation of presenters on there. There's been Rod Gilbert, Dara O'Brien, but now it's going to be Angela Scanlon, and they have renamed it The Apprentice Unfinished Business, which is a good pun, but, You're Fired was perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think You're Fired was the better one. Why do they need to... Anyway, they changed it, as did they change the number of contestants. 20 contestants for the 20th series.
So a bumper edition this year, but that might also mean there's still the same number of episodes, so there's going to be quite a few double firings. Are we going to see the first triple firing, or have we had a triple firing before? I can't even remember. I'm getting excited.
It would be pretty cool if towards the later episodes, if he fires the whole team.
Yes.
That would be pretty amazing.
That might be
and
one
unexpected.
Might be one to put in our predictions. I really hope that happens. But one more exciting thing, if those updates weren't exciting enough, we have an update here on Back to the Boardroom, which I think you're really going to enjoy. So we obviously talk about what we think of the episodes, the contestants, we do our own elevator pitches and everything, and we always hear from you on Instagram, which is great, but we wanted another way to hear from you and hear what you think about the episode. So we have a WhatsApp number. You can get in touch by text, but also... you can send us a voice note and you might be featured on Back to the Boardroom. So if you want to comment on something that's happened in that episode, if you want to tell James his elevator pitch was terrible, or if you want to tell me that I've already said the same Apprentice news over and over again, please send us a voice note. So get your pen and paper at the ready, as they used to say on things like Blue Peter, because it's a long number, you've got to remember it. We'll give it a few times. So if you want to WhatsApp us, send us a voice note or a message on 07379 171 890. So 07379 171 890. And you will come through to the Back to the Boardroom studio and we'll give it a listen. So don't be mean, be nice. But we're looking forward to hearing from you.
Absolutely.
So shall we take a look at the candidates this year? All 20 of them. There's a big mix of people from different places across the UK, and there's lots of different business plans.
Yeah, shall I start?
Sure.
So I guess we'll go in order, starting with Andrea Cooper. So things I picked out from her is she achieved a first-class degree in midwifery. runs 2 businesses and is looking to develop software to manage short-term accommodation, which seems like quite a good idea.
That's quite good. In my head, I'm thinking like student housing or something, or short-term lets, maybe a bit like an Airbnb, but for perhaps more permanent solutions. Could work.
I mean, if it makes contacting and talking to the estate agents any easier, I'm all for it, because they're not the easiest. Sorry if you're an estate agent.
Yeah, we're going to get voice notes now, James. So next up we have Carrington Saunders. She is an online loungewear business owner, age 23, from southeast London, founder of Cass Collection, that has a strong social media presence already. That was something that we saw last year, lots of people talking about their own social media presence. But with Lord Sugar's investment, she would like to expand the collection into its own app, have brand partnerships, and scale the business to reach a larger audience and obviously increase turnover. So loungewear, feel like it was very big in the pandemic. I feel like everybody bought out like a hoodie brand and stuff. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't know. It's quite a saturated market, I feel like. So not sure investing in their own app is a great idea. But what do I know? So we've got Connor Galvin next, from Ireland, who studied medicine. Second person who's studied some sort of health-related subject. And he is the owner of these photo booths with a storytelling twist, and he wants to make every photo a personalised keepsake.
Nice. So maybe, people have photo booths and stuff at weddings or functions, don't they? So it could be like something to sort of rent out, or have pop-ups at different places. Interesting one. I don't know how much money's in that, but if you are going into the wedding business, you probably are going to make a decent amount of money. So I'm enjoying these business plans already. We don't know what these people are like yet, but I'm enjoying sort of judging their ideas so far. Next up is Dan Miller. He's a student recruitment company owner, 27, from Richmond in London, and he is the founder of the Young Professionals Network. He said that he started the business at 17 from his bedroom in Derby, and he wants to use the investment and his mentorship from Lord Sugar to scale the company, enter new markets, and develop new products for student recruitment. So I imagine looking at things like internships, virtual work experience, and probably graduate jobs, which, as we know, there is a big shortage of graduate jobs. So that one might be one to look out for. Yeah,
it might strike a chord with many graduates at the moment. Georgina Newton is the next candidate, who performs professionally every Christmas and wants to hopefully use Lord Sugar's investment to launch a mobile theatre, so converting a truck into a travelling stage.
That's quite interesting. So she performs every Christmas, specialising sort of in pantomime, which very seasonal. Is she taking pantomime on a tour across the UK? It feels quite niche, but I'm intrigued. I really hope we get a scene or something of her actually performing in the pantomime as a bit of a extra added bit to her intro.
Yes, I mean, I've come straight off of watching The Traitors, probably like many others. And I don't know if you watched The Traitors actually.
I did.
But when they're like doing the sort of content in between something happening, you've got the kind of B-roll of them in their room doing weights or having a shower or something.
Yeah.
So might come in there with a bit of pantomime. That
is true. Next up, we have Harry Clough, a financial sales manager, 27, from Battersea in London. Lots of London people. He is a founder of Make My Day, a free food and drinks subscription box, free, And he wants to expand Make My Day into the ultimate marketing tool for food and drink businesses. So each customer receives a monthly box free with targeted products. So obviously getting new people to try different foods. It'll be interesting to hear a bit more about how that is going to make money. Do the people who are wanting to be in the box pay? Sounds good for the customer. I'd like free food and drink, but will it make money?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't really get the concept of that. So it's a subscription box. So you subscribe to get free stuff every month. But, you know, if they wanted to market things to you, they would want different people every month, surely.
So I guess the customer is getting a subscription every month, and then you're right. They have to go out and get new food businesses and new products every month. So who knows? They'll have to have a good business side as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a lot of work. Next up, we have Karishma Vijay from Ashford. And she is the founder of Kishkin skincare brand, a risk taker. So I want to see what risks are actually being taken. I'll be looking out for that. And wants to use the investment to transform that into a global skincare brand, simplifying routines with potent products, which is an interesting statement.
Skincare's big.
I wouldn't really want to put a potent product on my face.
True. But you do have a skincare routine. We'll tell people about that.
Maybe. Moving on.
Yep. Next up, we have Kieran McCartney, an estate agent, 26 from East London. He has 10 years experience as an estate agent. And guess what? He wants to start his own estate agency using the investment. But he wants to use his experience to build a strong and trusted brand. That is quite a bog standard, but actually could be a business, like we say with Lord Sugar all the time, one that is reliable and that he could want to invest in. So I think traditional, but Lord Sugar might like it.
Yeah, I feel like it has to have a unique twist to it. So maybe we'll find out more about that within the show. But also, he said he's skilled in negotiation. So I'm going to be looking for that master negotiation where they get 50% off of something or something like that. So next up, we've got Lawrence Rosenberg from Watford in Hertfordshire. Recognised in the PR Week 30 under 30. I like that his bio said he's people focused and authentic, but then also wants to reinvent PR with intelligent automation to provide tools to increase productivity without losing the human touch. So very AI focused, I feel like.
Yes, I feel like there could be a few AI-leaning businesses or businesses that use AI in this year's Apprentice. Interesting, though, contradiction. Wants intelligent automation, but doesn't want to lose the human touch. So I bet Lord Sugar's got something to say about that. Next up, this one is interesting. Now, I'm glad I'm the one that's talking about this because this person stood out to me straight away because it's something a little bit eccentric, but that's what we like. So Levi Haig is a former RAF gunner and HGV driver from Doncaster, South Yorkshire, and he's the founder of Living Forever Memories Limited, which is creating, of course, personalised pet cremation urns. Not only does he want to continue personalising pet cremation urns, he wants to scale the business globally and expand into pet cremation services overall and build an established, recognised brand and use Lord Sugar's investment to grow and professionalise things. Now, it sounds a little bit like a comedy sketch to me that he creates personalised urns and wants to use the money to actually, deal with what goes in them. But I'm intrigued. I mean, he sounds like an eccentric character already, and I just can't wait to watch.
Not the most nice business, but one that's probably profitable.
Very profitable. Unfortunately, every pet may need that service. So,
indeed.
Yep.
Moving on to Marcus Donko from South London. I founded the Mavade Barber Shop. and wants to scale that into a global grooming and lifestyle brand. So from barbershop to lifestyle across the globe. Quite ambitious.
That is very ambitious. Could be one. It's quite a sort of straightforward, like traditional business model with a bit of extra like influencer style in it that Lord Sugar might like. But yeah, nice. Next up, again, we're bad on the pronunciation because we haven't watched the episodes yet. They're not out, so we're having a guess. So Megan Reiter, do you think? Maybe? Reiter? I'm going to go with... it might be Reuter. I'll say Reuter. Megan Reuter. She's an online women's clothing brand owner, 26, from the Wirral, and she creates customizable clothing for clients. She says she has a 24/7 work ethic, which I am intrigued by. Will we see that in the episodes? And she wants to scale her brand with Lord Sugar's investment to expand bespoke offerings and reach a wider demographic, but still maintain quality. So I'm intrigued. Customizable clothing for clients. Wonder what's customizable about her women's wear.
Yes. Moving on to Nikki Moving on to Nikki Jether, a mortgage broker, and something that stood out immediately is she is a master negotiator. So I want to see some top class negotiation mastery right from the start. She wants to simplify the mortgage process via digital first, and also scale through expanding to digital products, which I'm quite intrigued about what they might be.
That sounds interesting. So is it going to be a bit of a battle of competition between the estate agent and the mortgage broker? Again, if they can simplify the mortgage process, then all the money can go to them. But
I wonder if they'll value the house.
Yes, that's true. Maybe they can team up. And so next up is Pasha Myhill, a recruitment consultant, 21, from Reading in Berkshire. And they're focused on private healthcare recruitment, which feels a little bit niche. I'm not so sure. Building a private healthcare recruitment company focusing on compliant, compassionate staff for care homes, nurseries, and obviously wanting to scale that with Lord Sugar's investment, which sounds quite good. I do think the care sector... it sounds, for everything we hear, it sounds like it needs some more help, money or structure, or making things a lot easier for the people that work in that industry. So maybe this is the thing that will do it.
Moving on to Priyesh Bhatia. Apologies for any pronunciation I may get wrong. I'll figure it out next episode. They are the founder of Boozy Bar mobile cocktail brand. They also describe themselves as cheeky, and they want to scale nationally and develop ready-to-drink cocktail and mocktail lines for supermarkets. So interesting to see what food tasks they come up with in the show.
Definitely. I want to know about their cocktail flavours. I think that would be good. I can see that one doing quite well, actually. Next up is Rajan Gill, pharmaceutical sales specialist, 30 from Medway in Kent, founder of AV Installations, installs TVs and media walls. Not what I thought was going to be the business from a pharmaceutical sales specialist, but there you go. He wants Lord Sugar's investment to build AV Installations as the go-to for premium TV mounting and media walls, and scaling the business nationwide. I'm intrigued what a media wall is. Is that something that will be perhaps more commercial rather than something in your house? If it's something in your house, I'd like to know what it is, because I would like to buy one.
Isn't a media wall like where you have it all integrated? So you've got a wall that's got a TV and you've got your speakers and your, I was going to say DVD player, but something more recent.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I was thinking of perhaps I don't know, you go to an entertainment venue and there's just TVs mounted on a wall as like a big screen. Who knows? Maybe we'll get it clarified, or maybe not.
Maybe, yes.
But yeah, sounds like an interesting one.
Next up is Rothner Akhtar from East London, founder of Rothner's Bakery, which combines baking and a well-being experience. And they want to use the investment to expand the bakery, start bespoke cakes, workshops, have a cake bar, integrate the well-being experience, and help scale the brand generally. So sounds like another one that could be a good contestant for any food-related challenges.
Definitely, and Lord Sugar has invested in bakeries before, so maybe he finds the USP interesting on this one. Next up is Roxanne Hamady, pharmacist, 32, from Aberdeen, Scotland. She's the founder of Browtasia, a beauty brand, self-funded clinic and cosmetic line. She wants to expand the brand, make it affordable luxury, and retail expansion, and then obviously scale nationally and internationally. There's lots of global outlooks here, which is quite interesting. Browtasia, I mean, there's a lot of beauty brands out there that do super well, so it could be one that Lord Sugar wants to invest in. Not sure that he'd be in the market himself for Browtasia, but he might see the benefits.
Indeed, he may have to get some external consultancy from somewhere.
Karen, maybe Karen.
Maybe, yes, maybe. Although, does she do affordable luxury?
Oh, no. Karen is specialist luxury, we can tell. Baroness Brady, why are we calling her Karen?
Moving on, we've got Tanmay Hingorani, who is an AI product consultant, founder of an AI loyalty and marketing platform specializing in food and drink businesses, and wants to scale the AI platform to enhance loyalty and engagement for hospitality. So again, another AI-focused contestant.
That is interesting. So there's a battle of AI, a battle of properties. And then this last one is another clothing brand. So battle of clothing brands. So Vanessa Tete Squire, a tech project manager, 28, from Enfield in London, founder of a swimwear and resortwear brand. Intrigued about resortwear. Don't know what that means, but maybe we'll learn. She wants to scale the swimwear brand for people with fuller busts. Interesting USP. Combining style and function to empower women, and then use Lord Sugar's investment to push industry boundaries, which is always good. So that sounds exciting. Lots of similar sort of threads there throughout all of them. Do any of them stand out for you at the beginning? Or
I see what you did there. Threads. You ended on a clothing brand.
Just well subconsciously. Yeah, there's a few that I've got my eye on already because I find them intriguing. But yeah, it's hard to say when we haven't seen them in action or even heard any of them speak or do their little overconfident introduction at the beginning yet.
I completely just off the top of, without any further research, I know it's a bit boring, but the accommodation products seem like they could be quite good. You know, simplifying the mortgage process or providing some software for short-term accommodation. Boring, but probably needed.
Very true. You've gone very sensible. I'm intrigued by the pet cremation, obviously. I want to see what that's all about and why he's chosen. That's his life's ambition. Go for it. Why not? Also intrigued a bit by the young professionals sort of student recruitment company. Yeah, I mean, it's not the most glamorous, but I can see that doing really, really well. There's lots of young people that are worrying about jobs and things out there. What else do we have? I love a food business. On Back to the Boardroom, we do love a food business. We were so into pies that year. So
we did.
Who knows? We might get to try some baked goods or something as the series goes on. So lots of exciting people and businesses to find out a bit more about when the series begins.
Absolutely. And I'm sure the couple of AI ideas might do well, might not, because there is quite a lot of hype around AI at the moment.
So now we've gone through all of our candidates. Will this be the moment that you're going to ask me to decide before seeing anything who's going to win?
It might be, but first, I'm actually going to do a prediction that you don't have to do anything for.
Oh, okay.
I thought it might be interesting to get a prediction not from either of us. Who might it be from? Of course, it's from the popular AI ChatGPT. I gave it... Well, I didn't give it. I asked it to find out all of the team names in the last 19 series, from Alpha and Renaissance to Sterling and Phoenix, Titans and Nebula, to most recently Parallel and Ascendancy. And I said, well, given you've got all of that, what are the team names going to be for Series 20?
Excellent prediction.
So it has responded with its top prediction pair. So it thinks the predicted team names from Series 20 is going to be Velocity and Pinnacle.
Oh, it sounds like it could be. That sounds so convincing. Okay.
Yeah. The alternate it offered was Momentum and Catalyst. So we'll see if any of those come true. So there we go. We put ChatGPT to work for our podcast. But yes, of course, now it is time for our predictions. I won't do them all. We'll leave a few until after the first episode. But of course, you will have to do 3 predictions.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be the winner, the runner-up, and I call it the 9 a.m. narrator announcements. How can we forget?
Oh, yes, exactly. We're going to have to explain for any of our new listeners what the narrator announcements and the timings is all about, because it becomes quite a big part of the show, and it becomes quite a big part of your life, James, because you've got to sit there with a notepad while you watch and noting them all down.
Absolutely. It does actually make watching the show a bit more stressful, because I have to have my ears open through the whole hour of each episode. So yes, for those who don't know and are joining us for the first time, in The Apprentice, we have the narrator that obviously narrates what's happening, but they also go 9 a.m. or 4 a.m. And the idea is to predict how many distinct hours there will be throughout the entire 12 episodes. And also, we might do this year how many times a number is, the total cumulative of all the different hours.
Okay. It's a hard one. It is difficult to think, because you have to consider how early the contestants are going to be made to get up, and how late do the tasks finish, because there'll be some where they probably won't say like 4 p.m. or whatever. But you're guaranteed a 6 a.m., a 5 a.m. And so it's a hard one. But
I'm going to give you a bit of help.
Good, okay.
There were 16 distinctive hours. 16 distinct hours last series.
Mm-hmm.
And in total, there were 80 hours said over the 12 episodes.
18?
80.
80?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
okay.
I want 2 numbers from you, please. I want your number of distinct and total number.
Okay. I am going to say distinct hours, 18 hours.
Ooh, I was going to go for that.
Ooh,
yep.
Okay.
And total?
And total hours, I'm going to say 75.
75. Okay. So I can't choose 18, so I'm going to go with 17.
Oh, okay.
I think there'll be less, and I think there'll be more hours said, so 78. So 2 less than last year, but more than your prediction of 75. So moving swiftly on, I need a winner and runner-up. Complete blind fire.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Thinking about who we've just spoken about, who do I think will be the winner? So I'm going to say that Dan Miller, with his Young Professionals company, is going to be runner-up. And then I'm going to throw all my money into Andrea Cooper and her short-term accommodation business.
Interesting. Okay, so I have picked the winner to be Vanessa because of the resort wear. And the runner-up being Andrea in the short-term accommodation. So we had a slight bit of overlap there.
That is true.
Completely blind guessing. But there we go. Actually, there's one more thing I want you to guess.
Okay.
I want you to guess who's the first firing.
Oh, excellent prediction. Okay. Who do I think is going to be the first firing? It can't be Mr. Pet Cremation, even though it could be. It will be... I'm sorry, but I'm going to say Georgina Newton, the pantomime travelling stage company, is going to be the first to go.
Okay,
it's brilliant. Not Christmassy at the moment. That's the vibe. Sorry, Georgina.
I've gone for Megan.
Ooh, okay.
Megan from the Wirral. With
no
information at all.
Women's wear, something customizable. Okay.
So there we go. Our predictions, our blind predictions for the narrator announcements, the winner, the runner-up, and the first firing.
That is
More
good.
to come next week.
Yes, and don't forget, if you want to tell us your predictions for the categories that we have just gone through, then you can send us a message or a voice note on WhatsApp, and we'll note down your predictions with ours too, to track if you've been doing better or worse than us. So you can send us a WhatsApp on 07379 171 890. I'm really intrigued to hear what you send us, because that's hard. The predictions stress me out, so if I can pass that stress on to you, good.
So, Greer, what do we have to look forward to for the first episode?
Okay, so they're starting off with a big one, because it's going to be the first international boardroom ever. But it is the international buying task. Lord Sugar is sending them all off to Hong Kong on a mission to secure 9 items at the best prices. So we've got to keep an eye out for those negotiators, as you spoke about, James, see if they actually live up to their bios. And they've got tight deadlines. It's their first boardroom, and it says there are surprises and obviously firings. Does that mean 2 in the first one?
Oof.
In the boardroom. Who knows?
Start it off with a bang.
It's going to be a good episode, and I love it, especially when they do the 9 items task. That's a great one to start with.
It is, absolutely. I don't know if we've started with that one before, but I'm looking forward to it.
So that's it for the Meet the Candidates episode of Back to the Boardroom. Make sure you're here listening after every episode, as we'll have our new one uploaded. James, do you have a first final thought for us for this season?
Will Alan Sugar be present for the first task, and how many briefs will he actually be there for? Or will he be in bed?
Probably, he usually is. All right, well, we'll see you back here for the first episode. See you later.
Bye.